So this is about perspective warping. So the end goal is to have something like this where it's kind of like you have a look on the board where it's kind of slanted. Basically, if you're standing away from the board, when not just tilting the text. So if I just tilt the text, I can show how that looks. So let's say I make this somewhat equally as big, then I tilt it, rotate it rather. So you can see this looks very different. It looks like it's flat on the page. It's not perfectly, it doesn't really follow like the concurve of the board if you like really look at it. Especially when you compare it to like the tallies. And that's what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to achieve something that looks like it's actually written on the board rather than just pasted on top of it. So to do that, you have to rasterize the text. And ideally you rasterize it while it's horizontal. It's a little bit easier to work with while it's perfectly horizontal. So you can rasterize it. So you can right click on the layer, rasterize type. You can then, really you want to put the whole frame into a layout that is approximately right for what you wanted. And then you have that all in one layer. For now, let's just work with this one haunted house. We go to Edit, Transform, Perspective Transform. So we want it to be Perspective Transform so that it does this little slanting and pasting onto the board for us. It's a little bit funky working with this tool. You kind of got to fiddle with it to make it look kind of nice. Obviously this doesn't look perfect, and it's really like, it's very subjective on what looks good for this. So maybe like you think you want to pull the board back, because when it's perfectly horizontal, it's like you're facing straight onto the board. If you like pull this board back, you're like pretending that you have like an angle here and looking at it at an angle, and it's a little bit slanted. You can modify it this way as well. It's like bending back the board as well, or bending forward the boards. And then you give up, yeah, because this shit's fucking impossible to use. But just use the perspective warp and mess with it and give up. Yeah, fuck this shit.